I remember April 14th, 2015, standing outside of a Longhorn steakhouse and repeating the words, "Sam's dead," 10 times to the 5 members of my family, because every time I said it, they said what, and I had to repeat it again. And at the worst point in my life, I was my absolute loneliest.
Not even 3 months into us being married, one day I come home from work, a regular Thursday, he was like, "I'll be back soon, we'll have dinner, I'll see you later."
8 years ago when I had my son and he was in the NICU, for 27 of those days, no one would tell me that my son was going to survive.
Grief was my first time where I had no words. I literally could not explain to other people. I could feel grief, the muscles of my arms, how I could feel it in my neck.
I'm watching people like get gas. How dare you fill up your tank when I'm having the second worst day of my life? Got an appetite! This nigga cold and dead!
A lot of the ways that we try to fix someone's grief is self-soothing, to not have to look at loss in the face.
Nobody knew what to say, and everybody that did know what to say said the wrong things. I saw that the language that we used was as shared as it was shallow.
There's this weird guilt of I should not experience too much joy.
My husband is not coming back, and yet here I am, in trying to befriend grief. I'm gonna have to walk around all sides of it.
Dating people when you're widowed in your 20s is a very interesting landscape.
The brain takes our sense of self and incorporates other people into it. And so when we have loss, it's also a loss of a piece of ourselves.
I was like, I'm never gonna feel this for somebody. I'll never feel this close to another person.
We were crying, listening to each other's stories.
One language we were all fluent in at that table, language of the human heart.
Most grievers aren't scared of the dark hallway of grief. They're scared of being alone in the dark hallway.
What she needed was for me to worry with and for her, not for me to say, don't worry about it.
Grieving is a form of learning.
When someone dies or you lose something, you recognize how little everything matters. You begin to ask and question what matters.
Core concern of grief isn't the initial loss. It is the subsequent loneliness.
Some of the most memorable conversations I've ever had in my life is conversations with other people who have similar health issues to me. It tells me I'm not crazy. It tells me I'm not alone.
I sent you a letter that I wrote. It was everything that I would have loved to tell my church, but I just couldn't tell them this. That was the beginning for me of realizing the importance of writing and grief.
If we cry, if we laugh, at least we gon' be together.
Right?
Because it is funny.
It is.
But it's also sad.
The unbearable can be made slightly more bearable if you have someone to bear it with you.
Maybe it's more helpful to think of grief as a language, where the goal of a language isn't to finish, it's to become fluent.